May we have the Terrier group in the ring, please?
.32 in this, the final group. 32 different breeds, and the wire Fox Terriers, we've been talking about the dominance. They have the most Terrier group wins and the most Terrier group placements.
This is going to be a great group to watch tonight. Such feisty dogs. And, you know, it's great that they're last because they have this stamina to just keep going right into best in show. Whoever wins this group tonight.
They won't miss a beat.
Not at all. I can't wait to see this. This is always so exciting because you get to see these dogs at their best, and they always are.
They're a feisty bunch, alert, ready for action. Our judge for the final group before we go to best in show, Patricia Keenan. Actually, her mother, that's a cool note, judged the Terrier group here some 21 years ago.
And Patricia Keenan has such a great history. She's a third-generation dog person. She's the only mother-daughter combination that's judged a group here. So her mother judged a Terrier group, and also now Patty. What a tribute.
Isn't that? Wow.
Amazing.
Seventh and final group will name a winner, and then best in show for 2024.
Up next.
Look at the focus.
And you know, Patty's mother and grandmother won best in show in 1962 with the West Highland White Terrier. So her family's even gone best in show.
The Airedale Terrier is known as the king of terriers as well as the jack of all trades. Their desire to please and high intelligence make them excel at hunting, obedience, agility, search and rescue, and working. Airedales are devoted companions and family members. This is Airedale Terrier number 11.
Down and back, please.
Here comes the king of the terriers right now, leading off right away.
And the largest of all, standing about, what, 23 inches or so? The females are a little less than that.
Chris, did you see that at the end of his down and back? He wanted to make sure and get the dog kind of refocused. The dog's probably feeling a lot of the energy in the stadium tonight, so he took just a second at the end of that down and back to refocus him.
So the dog's having to follow its handler, but also the judge, the awareness of both.
Of course, yes.
The American hairless terrier, derived from the rat terrier breed, was developed in the United States in the early 1970s. These alert and curious dogs are usually hairless, but also can have a coat. Given early socialization and training, they excel as companions, displaying great affection for their owners and family. A lively, energetic, and intelligent breed, they also love to do dog sports. This is American hairless terrier, number 7.
All right, and that name match perfect for a tennis facility and one of the most famous tennis facilities in the entire world.
Thank you. Right around for me, please.
That leap of faith.
And it's great. Patty just laughs because she expects that from a terrier. You know, you asked if the dog's misbehaving hurts the dog. Never in the terrier group.
The American Staffordshire Terrier originated from Bulldog Terrier crosses in the early 1800s. Petey, the star dog of the 1930s Argan comedies, was one of the first to be AKC registered. He is a trustworthy and courageous companion whose intelligence, strength, agility make him an excellent all-around dog. This is American Staffordshire Terrier number 12.
So, Chris, we may remember a few years ago, we're talking about age, we had this great veteran dog. Well, this is Julia Rudzik showing, again, another family member of that breeding group, because she's a second generation as well. Her mother showed dogs. She's now an AKC representative. And here's Julia out here just doing the same thing. And we love to see generational tributes in the ring because it's so important.
And Julia's a nice young professional that's just starting a career, very successful career already here at Westminster.
Very successful already.
The Australian Terrier is a sturdy, rough-coated, hardy, and versatile dog that can control rodents and snakes, tend sheep, and act as a watchdog and companion. Fanciers today enjoy its attractive appearance, flexibility of purpose, and spirited, self-assured demeanor. This is Australian Terrier, number 10.
Kind of like the I just woke up look until I got the brush. Which
A little bedhead, a little tousled, yes.
I do with my hair.
You're always coiffed so perfectly, Chris. And we're talking about hair, of course. You see this big ruff up front. That was because when they hunted game and small vermin, they had to have this hair to press through the brush. So, you know, we talk about purpose all the time. Purpose, purpose, purpose. And that all these little traits, we think it's a fancy piece of coat.
Thank you. Right
It's
around to the end for me,
purposeful.
please.
Very cute.
Darling.
The Bedlington Terrier takes his name from the mining shire of that name in Northumberland, England. Bred to hunt otter, badger, and other game in rough terrain, he has both energy and gentle temperament. Often described as having the look of a lamb but with the heart of a lion, he makes a devoted family pet. This is Bedlington Terrier, number 11.
Yeah, I mean, that's a unique look. I mean, we just saw for the same group a very different looking terrier.
Sure, and you remember we talked about these S-curve dogs during the hound group, and so this dog possesses those same traits. So you see this curve, and it's very desired in this breed. And a fan favorite here. You know, and they're so striking and appealing in their appearance, but they are a tough dog. As they said, heart of a lion. I mean, these dogs are strong-willed.
Right around, please.
This one named after Stephen Hawking.
The Border Terrier is one of the oldest terrier breeds. Farmers in the border country between England and Scotland needed a dog to help hunt fox. One with enough leg to keep up with the mounted hunters, yet narrow and agile enough to bolt the fox or draw them from their rocky underground dens. This is Border Terrier, number 8, number 9.
For me, please.
So we saw two very interesting things here.
On the exam.
When Miss Keenan went over the dog, she first grabbed the rib cage and placed her hands around. The ribs she has to be able to fit that rib cage in her hand and also be able to compress it. And then she rolled the skin through her fingers. And that's because that skin has to be pliant. Because when they went into the den, they had to be able to compress. So it was a very unique exam for this breed.
Yeah, and I know there's standards, but I mean this particular group, there's a lot of just cute dogs, no matter what they're
so appealing. Maybe that's why they win too, you know.
Yeah.
Shown as separate varieties, the standards for the colored and white Bull Terrier are the same except for color.
Thank you.
With great courage and style, the Bull Terrier quickly gained popularity as one of the sweetest and most loyal companions. Still bred and loved as companions, they are energetic, playful, and strong-willed. This is colored Bull Terrier, number 10.
Down and back for me, please.
Valerie, you talked about favorites, and Patty Keenan is a specialized judge in this breed. They have a special select group of judges that are allowed to award what's called a ROM, and Patty Keenan is one of the few non-breeder judges licensed to judge Bull Terriers and award the ROM. So you might want to look to the Bull Terrier. This brindle is really beautiful.
Yep, familiar if you shop at Target.
Bull Terriers were bred from Bulldogs and Terriers in the early 1800s and were originally all white in color, with the color variety coming in later in their development. A small patch of color on the head has become acceptable for these whites. This is White Bull Terrier, number 10.
Down and back for me, please.
From a fighting dog to more of a family companion and show dog.
Yeah, the Bull Terriers are always a crowd favorite, but what's interesting about them, and you'll also see it in the mini bull, is that distinctive head shape.
Yeah, they have this egg-type shape. The nose falls off with a strong underjaw, this varminty expression, a really tight eye. They have a very tight eye. It's very unique to the Bull Terriers.
But it really is a Roman nose.
Tell me to bite.
Over 200 years ago, the ancestors of today's Cairn Terrier earned their keep as working terriers, routing vermin from the rock piles called cairns found on Scottish farmland and by the sea. They're courageous, tenacious, and intelligent with sturdy bodies and weatherproof coats. Adaptable to all environments, the Cairn is beloved companion. This is Cairn Terrier number 15.
Just watching the judge, that's kind of like that line from that movie about getting used to being prodded and poked like that. I mean, I guess they're just.
We prefer to say caressed,
Okay.
caressed and gone over.
It's just part of the job, right? When you get here.
It is, absolutely. And the dogs love it, you know. They think you're giving them special attention, so they don't even think a second thing about it.
Just include a treat, and we'll all be happy.
The Cesky Terrier was developed in the Czech Republic in 1949. They are pack hunting terriers capable of pursuing game above and below ground. Soft-coated, short-legged, and longer than tall, they are elegant, loving, and loyal dogs, whether working, showing, or as companions. This is Cesky Terrier, number 7.
See the wavy facial hair, kind of that sport look with the medium long neck.
Hey, Chris, if I can go back for a second to the Cairn Terrier. When we talk about professional handlers and showing your dog in a breed-specific manner for that particular breed, Cairn Terriers have to be moved on a loose lead, and he did a really great job of that.
Yeah, that means no pressure. The lead should droop loosely. There shouldn't be any kind of constraint to the dog.
They want to see how the dog moves on its own.
The Dandie Dinmont Terrier was bred from native terriers in the hills between England and Scotland. He is distinguished by his preeminence with hunting otter and badger. Sir Walter Scott chanced upon them and made them famous in his popular novel Guy Mannering in 1814. They are intelligent and independent dogs and very fond of children. This is Dandie Dinmont Terrier, number 8.
And talking about the loose lead there, I would think that most dogs would like that, or would it depend on the breed? Because some of them you see there's just a little more tug and control.
It does, most definitely. It depends on the breed and the amount of energy and the amount of weight that you're controlling. So the dogs are never kept on a tight lead. It's more of a way to guide them.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
to guide them.
It's just a guidance. We just use that. We'll pull it right or left a little bit, because if they're going a little off to the one side, then we can just bring them back so the judge sees them going straight out and back. Look at that face.
Yeah, there's another
face.
Yes, you gotta cuddle up to that.
Fox Terriers were developed in Great Britain to bolt the fox from his den. The Smooth and Wire were varieties until they became separate breeds in 1985. The Smooth, the older of the two breeds, first appeared in the show ring in 1863. He has an easy care, weather-resistant coat, a classic outline, and a lively disposition. This is Smooth Fox Terrier, number 19.
And this particular Smooth Fox Terrier, well, I should say that the breed, it's the only 3-time, going way back historically, 3-time Westminster Kennel Club Best in Show winner, a Smooth Fox Terrier named Warren Remedy, going back to 1907 through 1909.
And you'll see beautiful paintings in some of the museums of Warren Remedy, the famous Smooth Fox Terrier.
The origin of the Wire Fox Terrier dates back to the rough-coated Black and Tan Terrier. A non-shedding, hard-broken outer coat and softer undercoat distinguish the Wire from his smooth cousin. Their smart appearance and alert, outgoing manner always attract attention in and out of the show ring. This is Wire Fox Terrier, number 7.
Yeah, it's like the Brady breed. Tom Brady, 7 Super Bowls unmatched. This is the all-time winner of the when you talk about best in show. The Wire Fox Terrier, dominant.
And when you saw the dog on the table, it jumped up towards Patty. They actually call for them to be on the tiptoe of expectation, and that personifies this terrier group. How strong they are and how they're always on point. And this is why Wire Fox Terriers do so well. I mean, look at that. It just stops and stares, and with this penetrating gait. And
he's the number 1 terrier in the country.
And you can see why right there.
Absolutely.
Developed in Ireland, the Glen of Imaal Terrier was bred to perform typical terrier casts. Glens also spend many hours paddling in turnspits, a device best described as a canine-propelled rotisserie. This rough and ready terrier has survived the centuries unrefined by fashion. This is Glen of Imaal Terrier, number 17.
And we talk about uniqueness. You know, we saw most of we talk about the top line, which is the line over the back. And this is one of the few breeds where it calls for the top line to not be level and to rise to the tail. And you can see that while they're walking away and going from the side, that top line rises up. And they have all these antique features like the rose ears.
Yeah.
Look at that. Putting on a great show. I think Glen of Imaal's are so appealing.
They're charming.
Aren't they?
Yeah, that's another.
And very cute puppies, too.
The Irish Terrier has a rich heritage as a hard-working farm and hunting dog. Affectionate to family members, reserved to strangers, and challenging to enemies, this strong-willed breed is highly valued by tenant farmers. Bred to control vermin, Irish Terriers were the watchful guardians in the family of farmers' property and playmates to their children. This is Irish Terrier, number 17.
Chris, you do a lot of NASCAR, yes?
Yes.
Okay, if you look at this dog and I say racy, can you see it? That defines this breed. They're racy. They have this long neck. They're up on leg. They're so elegant and stylish. They're called the daredevil of the terrier.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, that would fit, and very sleek. And I like the distinction.
Thank you. Right around Sam for me, please.
That's a beautiful free stack.
The only all-red terrier, and it's a tight red coat.
Very tight.
Aerodynamically designed.
The Kerry Blue Terrier originated more than a century ago in County Kerry, Ireland. He was bred for serious small game hunting over rough terrain, working as a land and water retriever, herder of sheep and cattle, and as a companion. With a trademark soft, wavy coat in shades of slate blue-gray, Kerrys are fun-loving and energetic dogs. This is Kerry Blue Terrier, number 16.
This is another uniquely coated terrier. Valerie, this hair on this, he talked about it a little bit just a second ago. It's called a Marcel, with this beautiful Marcel wave.
And again, we have that fall, which is the hair covering the eyes over the face.
It's not ornamental.
And the beard. No, it's not ornamental.
Thank you.
It's
right
to
around
protect the eyes. You know, when they were going after vermin, they had to have something to protect their face if the animal went back after them. So, and this dog.
This is a beautiful bitch. She could be in there tonight.
She's done a lot with winning.
16 down at 16 to go in the Terrier group, the final group. Get the 7 group winners and then best in show. Earlier from the working group, the giant Schnauzer Monty wins to advance, the #1 ranked dog in the country, living up to its name. Thanks for staying with us live from New York. The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is presented by Purina Pro Plan. Live from New York in our final group. And the winners so far, the Afghan taking the Hound group. That's the 6-year-old male from California. The toy group, the Shih Tzu Comet, 3.5 years old, representing the state of Ohio. The non-sporting group winner, miniature poodle, Sage, 3-year-old female from Texas. Maryland, the herding group winner, the German Shepherd Mercedes. They had a couple of females in the mix at age 4. And then moments ago, Micah, the sporting group, 2-year-old Black Cocker Spaniel. And the working group moments ago, Monty, the 5-year-old giant Schnauzer from Ocean City, New Jersey, nearby. And that's the ribbon that Best in Show will be awarded with in just a few moments. Let's finish up the Terrier group and go back to the judging before we get to the top dog at 2024.
Show me the way, please. Thank
The
you.
Lakeland Terrier flourished in the Lake Country of England, primarily to hunt fox with hounds. It is a small working terrier of sturdy build and determination. He was traditionally maintained by lake country farmers. The Lakeland is a gay little dog, friendly and very self-confident. This is Lakeland Terrier, number 11.
So I think it's really befitting that Patricia Keenan's judging tonight. You know, we're celebrating the 90th anniversary of junior showmanship. Valerie, you won it here. We all competed. I grew up with Patty, and we showed together, and we traveled together. So it's great that she's here celebrated as well.
There are two varieties of Manchester Terriers, the standard seen here in the Terrier group and the toy seen in the toy group. The Manchester comes from Manchester, England, where he was bred to pursue rabbits in the field and as a rat killer on farms. Since 1959, that have been registered as a single breed in two varieties for show purposes. This is standard Manchester Terrier, number 10.
And this female likes to bask in the sun. I would think that most dogs, right, enjoy being out in the sun.
Don't you?
Yes, I do, but I'm not a dog.
Yes, there's
Florida.
a lot of dogs that enjoy laying in the sun, and this would be one. It's a little bit smaller in stature, thinner skinned, tight skinned. Look
when it's coming towards you, you can see these classic thumbprints on the front. A very typical marking that should be there.
Show me the bite.
The miniature bull terrier is a miniaturized version of the larger bull terrier. This breed has been deliberately reduced to be a lap-sized companion, although still shown here in the terrier group. His heart is fearless, his manner is loving and responsive. Adaptable to our apartment life or suburbs, he enjoys regular exercise. This is miniature bull terrier, number 10.
And another female. And her owner says her favorite foods, we're talking about when I like pizza, which I would go with, and cheese puffs.
Chris, we saw earlier the white bull terrier and the colored bull terrier, and we talked about that very distinctive head that's an egg shape. You'll see it here in the mini bull, just a little bit smaller. This is a charming breed. This is actually the breed that my son wants.
Miniature Schnauzer is a native of Germany. His original assignments were ridding barns of rats and acting as a traveling companion for horses. The breed comes in 3 color patterns: salt and pepper, black and silver, and solid black. This highly trainable companion is at home in both city and country and is an excellent watchdog. This is miniature Schnauzer, number 21.
Among those celebrities who have owned the miniature Schnauzer, Rob Lowe, Sugar Ray Leonard, Usher, 50 Cent. That's for you, Jason. And they can hear frequencies twice as high as humans, so I bet they just heard that cheer. Double.
I love the characteristics of all the Schnauzers, this compact shape. They always just look like a little powerhouse coming at you, don't they, Valerie?
They do.
They're so strong.
The exact origins of the Norfolk Terrier are unclear, but is still very British in its style. In the United States, both the prick-ear and drop-ear terriers were called Norwich Terriers until 1979, when they were designated 2 separate breeds. This little drop-ear dog is the Norfolk, a working terrier used both as a ratter and with foxhounds to bolt the fox. This is Norfolk Terrier, number 11.
I mean, that's a powerful name for such a small dog, Thor. But what caught my attention, not only watching, but when Michael mentioned the drop ear.
Sure, so you're going to see the Norfolk and then the Norwich. And if people get confused, just remember a witch's hat. So the Norwich will have the pointed ears, the Norfolk will have the drop ears. And it's a great way to tell them apart because you're going to see a lot. They're not the same, but they're stylistically a little different, but you'll see the similarity.
Good look at those ears.
And this is the Norwich Terrier, recognized as a breed in this country since 1936. Spirited, stocky, with sensitive prick ears and a slightly foxy expression, he is one of the smallest working terriers. Don't let the small size fool you. The Norwich is an energetic breed requiring a large daily dose of fun and frolic. This is Norwich Terrier, number 15.
It's fascinating about these breeds, the Norfolk and Norwich. They were actually saddlebag dogs. So they put them in a saddlebag. they'd ride them on horseback, and then they'd loose them on the fox when they were hunting fox.
Right
And remember, Winky was the winning dog in the movie Best in Show.
Love Winky.
Everybody loves Winky.
Our director, Rich Dewey, capturing that face right there.
Developed in England in the 1800s by Reverend John Russell, the Parson Russell Terrier has one purpose:
Thank you.
to hunt with foxhounds and bolt the red fox from his lair. The Parson comes in smooth or broken coat. Energetic with a keen hunting instinct, the Parson naturally excels in performance events. This is Parson Russell Terrier, number 19.
Down a bit.
So explain to me, we hear Jack Russell Terrier, Parson Russell Terrier. Is that just they kind of drop the Jack part off, right?
They did. They're actually two different breeds, and a lot of people originally thought that they were the same, but when they became recognized here, we split them up.
So they just call it Russell Terrier, right? Correct.
And this is the Parson.
And this is the Parson. And we just saw Patty Keenan do the same thing again.
Spanning.
She spanned the breed, so it was like she did in the Border Terrier. Because they did kind of the same job. They were bolters. They went into the den and bolted the animal out, and they had to be able to get it out of the den.
The size is very important in this breed.
The Rat Terrier, as the name might suggest, is quite capable of hunting rodents and vermin above and below ground. An American breed, Rat Terriers are keenly observant, sturdy, and full of energy. Their intelligence and playful nature help them succeed in many dog sports. This is Rat Terrier, number 9.
And Beasley sounds rude to say it, the number 1 rat, but having to wear that label, but that's a good thing actually in this case, is a Rat Terrier. Very active. They like to hike and swim.
It's a popular breed. It's really gained momentum, I believe.
It is, and I don't judge these yet, but when you watch them in the ring, there's such a size
Thank you.
difference.
Right around
And
Sam
not
for me,
many
please.
breeds have this diverse size difference, so they can be quite moderate and actually end up quite large. So it's interesting to see them and this big difference in size.
The Russell Terrier is slightly smaller in height, different in body structure, and a distinct breed from the Parson Russell Terrier. Both breeds did originate in England as fox hunters, compact enough to be carried on horseback in carrier bags. The Russell Terrier further developed in Australia and comes in 3 coats: smooth, broken, and rough. This is Russell Terrier, number 14.
A female Russell Terrier, Anna.
And Chris, I think if you notice, we talked about the Norfolk and the Norwich. This is another one of those saddlebag breeds, and they developed these size so that they could transport them to the hunt. They weren't large enough to chase the fox themselves, so they would take them on horseback. So you can see why these sizes vary, and then you can see the grouping together so that it explains why they're developed that way.
They're good snake detectors. The U.S. Department of Agriculture sent 17 Russell Terriers once into Guam to capture certain tree snakes. They captured 800 of them, actually 8,000 over a period of time.
Highland Scots needed a big dog in a small package, all muscle, bone, and courage to keep the farms free of ground-dwelling predators. A small, sturdy dog with a thick double coat, Scotties have charmed 3 presidents with their devotion, determination, and independent thinking. This is Scottish Terrier, number 16.
Down the back, please.
This is such a dignified breed. They have such almost a stern expression, actually, and they have this low-slung body, a long head, these big, powerful teeth that you saw when she was examining it, and a thick double coat, and they should have heavy bone. It's so important.
This female Scottish Terrier is from Croatia. You were just saying you were.
Where I was just there.
Yeah, you just over
Just a
there.
couple weeks ago.
The U.S., of course, has the
Right around
most
Sam for me, please.
Best in Show wins of any country, then the United Kingdom. And Canada's on that list as well for providing Best in Show winners. 12 countries aside from all 50 states represented this year.
Show me the bite, please.
The Sealyham Terrier was created in Wales in the mid-1800s for typical terrier hunting activities, including badger and otter, so he had to be tough. Today, Sealyham is a charming dog, adept at many activities, including obedience, agility, therapy, conformation, and generally making his owner's life a happier place. This is Sealyham Terrier, number 11.
Marjorie Good, she is one of the people that has taken a breed that is so rare and bred quality dogs year after year. And listen to this crowd. Stash is getting a great cheer today.
#1 Sealy last 2 years.
Placed in the group here as well.
Group
Right around
four.
the same thing, please.
And Stash is a #2 terrier. So, you know, out here fighting the
It's a
wire
good
fox
group.
terrier. It's a good
It's
group.
a good group. Go, Marjorie.
The Skye Terrier evolved on the Isle of Skye to the west of Scotland. Has existed for probably 4 centuries and has changed little during that time. He is a hunting breed of enormous loyalty and makes a devoted companion. The Skye is at least twice as long as he is high with a level top line. This is Skye Terrier #17.
On the back, please.
So the kennel, Cragsmoor Kennel, that is the breeder of this dog, they have won the breed here 20 times at Westminster.
That is incredible.
They have produced champion after champion. They've won numerous groups here with their Cragsmoor dogs. This is an incredible history for this breed. Long, low level, the beautiful ears. And they have to be long, low, and level. Yep.
There was a movie made about one that guarded the
Thank you. Right
grave
around
of its
again,
owner
please.
for some 14 years. It's a true story of a dog and devotion.
And you know, they've bred the only father and son to win the terrier group here, which is incredible of all the breeds.
Soft-coated terriers generally come from Ireland, and one of the most beloved of these is the Irish Wheaten Terrier, or it is known here the soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. He was used in Ireland as an all-round farm dog and small game hunter. In temperament, he combines the steadiness of a working dog with the intelligence of a terrier. This is soft-coated Wheaten Terrier #16.
See the square outline.
I think what's most distinctive here is the coat. It's in the dog's name, and it should be soft and silky. Have a gentle wave. You see the gentle wave through the body? It's going to have a good shake there first.
Thank you. Right
Oh,
around
that's
stand for
pretty.
me, please.
That's a beautiful free stack.
You know, the coat on the head falls forward to kind of share the eyes and the square outline.
This is a beautiful example of the soft-coated Wheaten.
The Staffordshire Bull Terrier is a muscular, intelligent breed originating in the coal mining country of England. Originally bred to be a fast, courageous dog with great strength for his small size, he is best known today for his outstanding athletic ability, steady and dependable nature, and love of children.
Back, please.
This is Staffordshire Bull Terrier #7.
Kaiser hopes to be one of the 7 usual suspects here when we set up for Best in Show.
And you know, these bull breeds that we talk about, they are such good tempered dogs. They are so sweet. They're so
Thank you. Right around
intelligent.
stand for me, please.
Yes.
Valerie, you've been around these.
We've
quite a
actually
bit.
owned a few of these, and they make excellent family companions.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
The Welsh Terrier is from Wales, bred for hunting fox, otter, and badger. It is very old breed and still close to its original style. The black and tan color we see here today is having been established over a century ago. The Welsh Terrier is a friendly and spirited breed, well suited for a young and active family. This is Welsh Terrier #7.
They need a lot of physical and mental exercise to keep them happy.
And a lot of conditioning to bring them to a dog show. And you know,
Down and back, please.
it's great to see a Welsh Terrier because we saw the Lakeland, and they may look a little similar to people at home, but they're very different. They have a much blockier head. The ears are set lower on the head, and these are all the little traits we look for when we're judging and comparing the dog to the standard. And they can't look like a Lakeland Terrier. They can't be built like them, or they would be completely incorrect.
And he's a professional, so he's just going to do a little bit of a down and back one more time. The dog is feeding off
And
that.
there's a terrier right there. Good for Gabriel and his Welsh. I mean, that dog just went out there and said, it doesn't matter to
Yes.
us.
A supportive crowd. Yeah, terriers usually get stuck in tight spots and bounce back. Well, Gabriel did in that spot.
Native of the Scottish Highlands, brought to these shores about 100 years ago, the stylish West Highland White Terrier refuses to be ignored. With the heart of a hunter and a brain determined to outwit every adversary, the Westie possesses no small amount of self-esteem. This is West Highland White Terrier, number 7.
Round back, please.
The great Muhammad Ali owned a West Highland Terrier, as did the author of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. Yeah, but you've seen him in a lot of advertising, community advertising.
They're such a popular breed to use. They're so appealing, and you know this is one dog that Patty's going to look at pretty hard because her family had this breed for a long time, and Patty grew up around it.
A couple of best in show wins to its history. This particular breed.
Thank you. Right around to the end for me, please.
And that will finish.
It's got to bring back memories for her, doesn't it?
32 terriers in this group to choose.
Tough when you judge your own breed.
The group winner. The final to get our magnificent 7 before we go to best in show.
And you know, she will look now to see if these dogs are still staying keen, because that really is part of the nature of many of these terriers, to really still keep that keen attitude the whole way through.
She's going to take a walk.
Bring the colored bull terrier, please.
I thought she would appreciate a really good bull terrier. She's got a great eye for that breed.
The wire Fox Terrier, please. Right behind
Number 1 terrier.
Peebo, number 1 terrier.
The Kerry Blue, please.
Another strong contender.
She's beautiful.
Kerry Blue.
Can I have the standard Manchester, please? Miniature Schnauzer. The Sealyham, please.
Comes the number 2 terrier.
Soft-coated Wheaten.
Oh,
I love that
the
dog.
Wheaten.
That's a beautiful dog.
It is.
And the Welsh. Good for Gabriel. Wow, this is gonna be great. This is where you get the goosebumps, everybody.
One at a time, around to the end. Not too fast, please.
Take a breath.
She wants them under control now. She doesn't want them to get carried away, because terriers can get really jazzed up.
Oh, you two have helped us tonight stay ahead of where the judges go. If you have a thought before we get...
I think I'm going to go with the soft-coated Wheaten Terrier.
Okay.
I'm going to wait till it does its pass, but
No stalling.
we might be at a Kerry Blue soft-coated Wheaten
Bull Terrier?
battle, Bull Terrier.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be all over the place on this one.
It's a deep group.
I think we might see some top dogs bested in this one, maybe. I mean, they're all looking great, you know. And
It's a very strong group.
Historically, the Terriers have dominated best in show.
And Gabriel Rangel, who's getting ready to go around the ring right now here with the Welsh Terrier, he's just coming back from an ankle injury. So let's hope he can get around the ring here. And
Well, that helps understand why he took it somewhere and there was such a reaction.
Oh, there she goes.
looking good. And here goes, he's going to bring the house down. All right. Looking good.
Looking good.
Unfazed. Unfazed.
Oh, look at the Kerry Blue Terrier.
That's a pose. And she's going to see these.
That's a moment.
She's seeing these things right now. She's making, if it's close, these are things that are going to make a difference. These really strong poses these dogs are making.
Give one last look.
And the colored bull terrier over here, please.
I thought that might have a chance. The colored bull terrier.
The miniature Schnauzer, please. The soft-coated Wheaten.
There's your Wheaten.
The standard Manchester.
Wow, what a great
Take them all
My
together,
goodness.
please.
How exciting is that?
This is incredible. What a great job.
Oh, good for her. That's awesome.
The winner of tonight's Terrier group will be the Colored Bull Terrier. Second to the miniature Schnauzer. Third to the soft-coated Wheaten. Fourth to the Manchester.
Unbelievable. What a tremendous group.
That is
Wow.
a huge win.
What a finale today. I mean,
Talk about upsets, surprises, Chris.
Yes, no bull. You guys were on it.
well, I'll tell you, that color bull has won the most prestigious bull terrier shows called Silverwood. So this isn't a surprise because this color bull comes from such a great winning pedigree. It's incredible, and I am so proud of this breed today. I just adore the breed, and she is thrilled.
That is very exciting.
We have 3 females in the 7 group winners, and Jamie is standing by with our most recent.
Sarah and Frankie, congratulations. The 7th and final dog moving on to Best in Show. Tell us about this breed really quickly. What do you want people at home to know about him?
They're fun, loving, and bull terriers.
Congratulations. Perform perfectly. Do it one more time. Jenny?
The field is now set. We have our 7 group winners who will compete for this year's ultimate prize. Finally, the last 2 years, Best in Show has come from the Hound Group. Will it be a three-peat, or is a poised pooch from another group ready to wear the crown? Thankfully, it's just about time to find out. Don't go anywhere.